The best guys in the union came from non-union.
I wouldn't say competition, but the other guys, it seems like there's a lot of, they don't want to talk to each other.
I don't care what anybody says. That's not easy. That's a fucking pull.
And to us, they were the fucking devil.
Just bringing in more work, keep it going, keep the growth going, keeping it happening. But it's all happening.
Business is going to throw you every fucking problem on the planet that you haven't even thought of yet.
It's kind of a different world, and people aren't asking us to do that.
Yo, welcome to an episode of GlassGPT. I'm here with my man Mark with Precision Glass and Mirror. We are practically neighbors. We both reside in or near Denver, and we serve the state of Colorado. We kind of work in some different markets, but Mark and I, we see a lot of things eye to eye. And so I just wanted to kick it off. Why don't you, for anyone who doesn't know, why don't you go and tell us who you are and how you got into the glazing industry?
Okay, I'm Mark from Precision Glass and Mirror. I got into glass by chance. I was lucky. A Northwest Wiz window installation specialist. They're Washington, Oregon based. They came down to San Diego and started a new crew. And so I got to get on a crew where everyone was new. And it kind of gave me a place to shine, I guess. Like a lot of those guys, didn't stay around. And yeah, we work with Wiz. We're the California crew, I guess. San Diego, LA, Denver. We came to Denver. All window wall. So high rises. And then I went to Starline, which is a very similar company, but out of Canada. Same thing, window wall, traveling around Denver, Portland. And we got to Portland. We joined the union, the 740, and then it went from towers to like really high-end projects, like Nike World Headquarters, those kind of things, like the $1 billion project, million square foot, the really big, crazy stuff. And things were rocking and rolling, things were great there, but COVID happened, and Portland and Seattle were not the place to be for those years.
Fuck.
So we went to Montana. Portland, Seattle have that like burn it down culture. The Antifa. Remember they had the parts of town where they were just like taking over parts of town, and they wanted that to
So there was no work. There was no work to be had out there in that region during that time.
What was happening because there was a huge boom, and then what happened is just dried up. So when you finished a project you were working on, there was no new project to get to. And
that sucks.
Yeah, I think it's still like that out there.
Damn, it never recovered.
No, never recovered. So with my story, I jumped up to Seattle for a little bit. I switched to 188. We did some high rises, and then there was a big concrete strike that shut everything down. It was still COVID. And then the thing to do was go mom and pop, because the mom and pops had all the laminated and everything in the shop, and they were busy. And so just slamming broken units all day long, cutting glass on the side of the truck, all that. And then we picked up and went to Montana. So we were doing a lot of that big sky. You've been out there. You have done jobs, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's my favorite place on the planet.
It is. And I'd like to get back there. Big sky, doing a lot of doors.
Hire me.
Yeah. Hire me if you get a railing or something.
Yeah.
A lot of doors, the nano walls, the houses with 9 nano walls. And then down here, Mary Lou's from Colorado. So that was why we ended up here again. And so, yeah, here, Precision started it. It's working. Everything's going great. I was kind of surprised how great things are going. But yeah, that's kind of like the summary.
All right, I'm dying to ask a question. First of all, my name is Keith Daubmann from My Architectural Glazing. Brandon didn't give me any fucking introduction.
no,
I just introduced myself.
Everybody knows who you are, dude. You don't need an introduction.
I don't care. I didn't want to say anything.
No,
I need to know because on Facebook, only in particular on Facebook, I feel like there's this undertone between union and private sector. And by the way, on record, I have no problem with either or. I just feel like the attack is generally coming from one side to the other.
right, the union guys coming at
you were, oh yeah, big time. But to hear you were there, because I know how loyal that group can be, and that's why I have a lot of respect for it. Like their loyalty and they're strong with each other, but almost to a fault on being open-minded things. So now, what changed your mindset? And congratulations, by the way. I want to help build your business as big as we can. I think that's awesome. But what was the triggering event from you to go from union to private sector?
So I started non-union. I probably did 7-8 years before I joined the union.
So you started there, and did you have a good experience? Did you have a good owner or culture there?
I would say so. Like I said, window wall is not very much glazing. There's glass and caulking and framing, but it's not the same as curtain wall or storefront or railings. It's very like plug and play. So you do have some background going in there. But I will tell you this: after doing another 7 or 8 years in the union, the best guys in the union came from non-union. They have a different attitude, a different work ethic. They know how to get shit done. They didn't just go through an apprenticeship and then say, I'm a stud now. But that's my opinion.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, you mentioned your wife. She works with you, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So we first met each other. Here's a story. So we
That's
first met
awesome.
each other. I think at a coffee shop over here on my side of the town. We
Right.
just talked about glazing and content, but then we hooked up again over there in Florida when we went to the fan boat rides.
Yes,
with,
sir.
Andrew, and
Glass
that was
build.
really cool. Yeah, and so we have something in common because we both work very closely with our wives. Like my wife also does like all my estimating and that kind of stuff. So have you always worked with her, or did she just come on board recently when you started Precision?
No, she's new to it and she's doing great. It's just, it's a lot to learn. And so she's on the computer and she's calling, she's trying and get quotes out and get really a lot of scheduling. But it's working. She's doing it and she's happy, It's better than a typical 9 to 5. She was in the like medical world, like urgent cares and stuff like that. So
Oh, wow.
way different than running a glass company.
Right. Way different. Where are you guys? Like, can you tell everybody what is like your on a over the last 3 months? What is the 2 or 3 most popular products you're installing or seeing out that way?
Probably doors. But
Doors in new construction or retro?
for us, it's
Yeah.
retro. But there's so much going on, and the reason we're not doing as much of the new construction is, like I said, Lulu's fairly new, so she's not chasing as much, and I'm out doing stuff. So that's why we started work with Ted. So, Ted Baumgartner from Guthrie, because having someone to help and assist with the quotes and the takeoffs, all that, we need them.
Would you say that's your biggest choke point right now?
Probably. Like just the office and because the glass
Administrative side?
right, because the glass side, I can do that with my eyes closed. So it's really just bringing in more work, keep it going, keep the growth going, keeping it happening. But it's all happening.
So what is it like to work with Ted? Like, can you describe what his service does for you and how it's going?
Ted's great, and it hasn't been a long time for us, so I can't tell you a million things, but I reached out to him because I was busy, and he immediately got to work. Sent us the takeoffs, the estimates, everything. He had a meeting with Mary Lou so she can get through his programs. It's gonna for him to take a little bit because he wants to dial you in. He wants to know, what's your labor rate? What kind of jobs are you chasing? So he can kind of dial you this thing in and customize a little package for you. But so far it's great. In like a week, he had me quoted back at a $500,000 house up in the mountain.
Holy fuck. $500,000. How did you get that lead?
Mary Lou, she's after it.
Wait. Mary Lou's cold calling, or is Mary Lou on social media? What? How did you get the lead?
All of it. So she's cold calling, emailing, following up. A lot of
you have a $500,000 bid that you sent out right now that your wife got from cold calling a contractor, sent the information to Ted, sent it back, and you sent the quote out for $500,000.
It might have been a referral. Mary Lou, did you call the guy for that quote, or was that a referral? For the one that Ted's working on. Cold called him.
Dude.
Cold call.
We need to fucking get you off the show and get the wife on. That's what I want to hear. She's fucking cold calling, getting those jobs, dude. That's respect. That's
100%.
not easy. Anybody
100%.
that's watching this, landing a $500,000 job in the private sector. I don't care what anybody says. That's not easy.
No.
That's a fucking pull. That's a pull.
Yeah, she's on
respect.
100%. And she's gonna be happy to see that when we watch it. She watches it back.
Yeah, that's sick, man. So what is it like? Railings, elevator, mirrors, showers, wine cellars, all of it.
2 railings and then
including the windows.
Yes, pallet package.
So that's like an advantage then, because you can offer the complete package, not just like the interior stuff, but also the nano walls and the windows.
We don't say no. We don't say no to glass. We don't do windshields, but it's kind of a different world. And people aren't asking us to do that.
No, it's a different game. All right, so you're doing everything on the residential side.
And commercial. It's just like you said, it takes a little bit of time to get your foot in the door. Like I come from that world, but our business needs to establish to a certain point where you get to play the game.
Well, I'll tell you, there's certain principles, just like installing, because that's how I started as an installer in residential showers. There are certain principles that are loosely correlated with installing and the acumen on the business side of it. And one is consistent as you have to be showing up every day doing kick-ass installs, perfect beads of silicone, yada, yada, yada. Follow-up and cold calling is equally as important, and knowing the administrative side of that. But one thing I want to commend on you, early on in a business, there's like common mistakes a lot of these guys make. By you aligning yourself with another glass company where most people would be like competitor is probably the best thing that you could have did, and the most heady thing. Because in treating him as a trade partner, he gets a job that they don't do. He can refer to you. Like if that happened 5 times a year, that's massive. There's also going to be times where you're going to lean on each other. You need an extra hand, truck break. Like business is going to throw you every fucking problem on the planet that you haven't even thought of yet.
All those things
and to have someone else, so to have somebody else in your corner, but your pride has to be out of the way to be able to open up that relationship. Because most guys are like, he's a fucking competitor. I got to kill him. And it's such the wrong mentality to have, because there's so much goddamn work out there. It's not even funny. Not one company could handle it.
For me, I've been a glazer, and like I said, San Diego, LA, Denver, Portland, Seattle, Big Sky. I don't have a problem talking to other glazers. You know what I mean? So like being bros with all these guys and helping each other out.
Well, it might not seem like a big deal to you because it's normal, but I'm telling you from afar, And believe me, I get plenty of hate and know-it-alls reaching out to
I
me.
see it.
The biggest mistake is not being open-minded and curious to partner up. Not necessarily partner, but you're aligned with somebody, and it's kind of like a mutual respect that, like, we're all out here grinding together. If we can all do business on an ethical level, at a high level, and push each other, I think it's smart. And most guys are just too stubborn with their fucking egos to even think about doing that. So, mad respect to you for doing that.
Yeah, most guys are stubborn. They think they're already the best, and they don't have anything to learn. And then,
oh, you wait.
Yeah, so I can tell you that in this market, the competition, it's not, I wouldn't say competition, but the other guys, it seems like there's a lot of, like, they don't want to talk to each other. Like,
of course,
that's kind of like the mentality. That's kind of mentality that I grew up with here in this town. Like, so I used to work at Denver Glass Interiors, and L&L Glass was directly across the street. And to us, they were the fucking devil. Like, we don't want to look at them. We had nothing to do with them. If they were quite a good job, we would try to undercut them. Like, cause that's just how I was literally raised in that kind of an environment. And now today, Peter French is a friend of mine. I call him all the time, ask him questions. You're a friend of mine. I refer stuff to you. I'm sure we can work together because, like, it seems like you're more like commercial and window heavy and less like residential. And we're like the opposite. We're like so much residential, shower doors, wine cellars, and we're like commercial. You know, not we're like the polar opposite. I feel like we can help each other out occasionally.
100%.
You know?
100%. And yeah, sometimes it's like, to me, I kind of feel, we all kind of have our worlds where we belong anyway. I've done a lot of interiors, big interiors, so I've learned it. I've gotten good at it, but I belong on forklifts and cranes and cut machines on an exterior. That's where I belong.
Yeah. I belong in a $24 million house, like building a glass wall that's designed to let you see who's in the shower from the kitchen, but them not be able to see the other way back. So we did this glass wall of mirror pane, like massive, like 20 feet tall, 20 feet wide. And on one side it's mirror pane. So in the hallway, you can't see in the kitchen, but then in the kitchen, you can look through the cabinets through the mirror pane. And across the hall is the massive shower door that we're installing. So I think the purpose is to watch somebody take a shower. I don't know, which is kind of cool, to be honest.
Are you going to post a video about it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I have pictures, but it's such a badass project that I kind of want to wait until I have the full Monty.
Somebody's in the shower.
Yeah, I'll be in the shower. I'll have someone take a video of me in the shower.
No, I'm good.
Oh, man. So check this out. One time I did a glass railing for this lady in Boulder. It was for exterior shower above her garage. And when I went to go bring samples, I was like, okay, what kind of privacy glass do you want? Do you want rain? Do you want frosted? And she said, oh, no, I want this to be as clear as possible. I want it to be Starfire, like no top cap. Because she wants people to see her take a shower, man. I guess that's just a thing here in Colorado.
Yeah, man.
It happens.
Be free.
Yeah.
Hey, let's get into, so how old is the business, did you say?
2 years.
And other than referrals, what are you doing? Because I think we can all agree referrals are the best type of leads we can get, but it's difficult to build a business solely on referrals. Not because you're not going to get them. It's just they're so sporadic and they're tough to anticipate, like an ROI on a piece of content or a piece of media advertising. So again, it's good to get referrals, but I think it's tough to measure building a business just only on referrals. So are you doing any social marketing, social media, print ad currently?
Just the LinkedIn, really. Every once in a while, Melious posts an Instagram, but no, we're not paying for advertisement. We're not running anything.
So right now, the only leads are either coming from a referral or Mary Lou being like the Wolf of Wall Street on the glass phone.
Yes.
This is my kind of place. This is startup.
Yeah, and like you said, luckily I have a background, so we have a website.
In what part?
Of glass. So when people do want to check up if we've no glass or we've worked glass, we have all that taken care of. So it's really just growing the little company. We have glazing skills.
That's that part.
Uh, so yeah, if and that's what we're just hammering. That's what we need. That's what any new company is going to have to chase. So we're chasing that, and again, we don't really have the finances to be running ads every which way and doing that. So yeah, that's why she's after it.
Yeah, so I know one of your most popular taglines on LinkedIn, which I love all your stuff, by the way. How does it go? Like, no fancy filters?
Yeah, I stopped doing that a while ago though, because
Wait, I want to hear it. What the fuck?
I was just writing.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah,
What is it?
I would just write no filters.
Just say it.
I would just write no filters. Just this storefront replacement or something like that. And I don't know. It's just you don't want to come across too cocky or too, like you said, too egotistical or whatever. So we kind of toned it down.
Nah, go big or go home.
I get it.
Yeah, so that first caught my eye because I saw Andrew. He like reposted it. He's like my man Mark Melious says, no filters, just glazing, baby.
Dude, that's
Glass
awesome.
life.
That's branding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever it takes, right? I guess to get people to catch on. Luckily, again, when I went on LinkedIn and I just dropped a bunch of photos, we like picked up steam. So I know it just seems like everything we do kind of is working, at least at the moment.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So those photos, they go a long way, Photos are very powerful. I've noticed like lately that sometimes like photo carousels do better than like video posts. Yeah, have you noticed that, Keith?
Yes, 100%. I find myself even anytime I see a carousel, when I see the dots under it, especially on Instagram, I can't help it. I want to see what the other pictures are. Or if it's on LinkedIn, it says +9. I need to see the rest of the pictures. And so, yeah, I see. Now that we're saying this, I'm thinking I need to post 2 more pieces of content tonight that are carousels.
Yeah, so carousels are easy. You just post like a series of photographs. They just all have to be the same size and shape, and it automatically creates a carousel for you, no matter where you're posting. So I want to talk about your military. So I know that you served, and I remember we were hanging out with Ted in Orlando, and you guys were kind of connecting on that. So what branch did you serve in?
What branch?
Yeah.
Ted's Marine Corps. I was in the Navy.
Okay.
So has that trickled down into the way that you run your business or do your glazing?
I would imagine so. My dad was in the Navy for like 24 years. So kind of like the first couple decades of my life were Navy. And yeah, so I'm sure there's a lot of that like in me. 100%. I'm sure if you ask them, they're like, yeah, he's a salty asshole.
I like it.
But yeah, 100%. And I think it's good for people. Go get some discipline, get away from mommy and daddy, and go get your ass chewed for doing shit wrong.
Oh yeah, real world's not going to be any different. I had that conversation this weekend. Said like this is the last summer before the real world starts. My daughter just graduated. I'm like, you better get ready. Now it's time to put your big boy pants on.
Right, you're not a kid anymore.
No, and it ain't any easier. I feel like it's only getting harder.
Yep.
No, that's pretty cool. So my daughter, she's not graduated yet, but she's 16 and she has her Jeep, which I pay for, but I make her pay for insurance. And she has a job, like makes next to nothing, but she's like picking up shifts. And she's all sad when she has to give me, a couple $100 for insurance. And
of course.
I'm like, I'm just trying to teach you. Like, this is like the easiest as it's going to be, So that's kind of crazy. Yeah. So how many employees do you have, if any?
Right now with 3. That keeps kind of going up and down. But the guys we have here, I used to work with their dad, and they're new. They just got here a month ago. But they should work out great. We've got a good little team going.
They coachable?
Coachable. Their dad's a glazer. They don't want to go home to a unhappy father, get sent home. So yeah, they have to pull their weight or walk back to Oregon.
Iron fist. I like it. And what's their ages, if you don't mind me asking? Are you
They're
allowed to ask that?
21, 20.
Any of them into social media?
Like for the company, probably not. No.
Yeah.
One of them said he might go get the Meta glasses or something. They're interested in it. I'll tell you something.
I'm curious what your take is. I'm curious what your take is on that. If you got an installer's doing a good job and he's proud of what he's doing and he starts posting work, how do you feel about that?
Go for it.
That's smart. That's smart. Has he done that or been offered to do that or any potential benefits of doing that? You said you got a website, so you got a hyperlink to the website?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we might do that. Just the thing is with us, we're like so busy. We just work, and we get there, we start slamming out work, and we forget to take the before pictures. So there might be some good to it to having the glasses on.
I bet you, and by the way, I want to preference by saying what I'm about to say is I hope it never happens. But over the next month or two, if you get to a point where there's a week, 2 weeks, where like nothing's coming in, you're like, fuck, I need some work to keep the guys busy. I promise you at that moment, you'll realize we can find 30 fucking seconds through the day for each one of us to take a quick video while we're installing something so I can put it together when I'm sitting on the couch having a beer tonight to get new potential leads because the potential, one fucking video, I've been doing content for over 10 years. I've tried my hardest to go viral. I can't. I just can't. I started posting the installers and it was a video that I told them I'm not posting because they were smashing a mirror. We were trying to break it off the wall. It was covered with like this Sudacil. Need a fucking cold chisel to get it off. And they post, I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to post. It got over 1 million views. But more importantly, I got like 75 leads from that video locally. And I didn't pay anything for that. And it literally was a 12 or 15 second video. And the power of that one thing could change your business literally overnight. Now, I'm not saying it will, but you don't fucking know until you try it.
Sure.
And when that happens just one time, it will change your mindset. Like you'll dedicate 5 minutes on a job to doing that.
100%. No, I'm not against it in any way. Like I just said, we forget. And it's not a bad idea to have the kids.
I don't fucking buy it.
No, literally.
I don't buy it. Forget.
No, dude, I get out of the truck and it's get those ladders. Get those. So
yeah, I bet you could do that with your fucking eyes closed. You've been installing so much.
I'll also tell you
maybe
this.
You can't. You should do it.
I've been trained. I did like 10 years of NDAs, and you're not allowed to take pictures. So I've been trained to like leave the phone in the fucking toolbox.
Yeah, that's the kind of projects that you worked on. I do remember that. Yeah.
You know, I could see that. I could see that. But it's a different, man, it's different time now. I mean.
Sure.
It's power windows now. It's not roll-up windows anymore.
No, get those glasses, dude. Tyclam loves those things, those Meta glasses. Get those, because then it's on your face. You just go like this, catch a video clip, and it's done.
Right.
Yeah, Ty loves those things.
Love it. Working with your hands now has become nostalgic for people. And watching somebody build something or complete something or do any type of meaningful, it could be cleaning your fucking truck out. It's crazy what people gravitate towards.
Sure.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and glass is a different kind of thing. People kind of like watching it.
It's sexy too. It's big. Anything that's worth anything has to have an allure of danger next to it.
Sure.
Glass can be very dangerous. And so because it can be dangerous, it's fucking sexy.
100%. And people,
it's meant to be seen.
I agree. And like I said, have been trained to like not take pictures, and it's something I need to break. It's not that I'm
Break
against
the
it.
chains.
Yeah.
Yeah. So back in the day when iPhones were first invented, I was an installer, and I'm serious. I remember it. So I remember like the company I worked for, they wanted to make a push, just like we're talking about right now. Like, fuck, we need more pictures of our shit. Like, what can we do? And so they offered like all the installers, which was a lot. I was one of them.
Yeah.
They were like, hey, for every photo that you take, we'll give you like $10 if it's usable, right? So what that did is as I was installing it, I started to because I was a young kid, I wanted to make more money.
Right.
Maybe it wasn't 10, I don't know what it was. But there was an incentive. I was like, okay. So in my brain, I started to like plan it out ahead of time. So like when I was installing my shower door, I would like put it all together and I would peel the tape off of the corners and like take all the tools out, take my pictures and then put the tape back on it and then silicone it. So I always had like clean photos, right? So like if there's like an incentive or a reason, it kind of becomes like a habit. So I guess the point I'm trying to make is, just ask your guys, especially if they're young. They probably got the newest iPhone. That's all you need. Just take pictures of it, man. It's just, we're not trying to tell you to do anything, but we're just saying like everyone has a phone in their pocket. There's a big benefit to at least taking some photos.
Because I'm saying because I want to see you grow. Because I know the power of one fucking post can change everything. Just one. Like when you're done doing this podcast with us, this is really cool. There's going to be a dozen, maybe 15 shorts already done. Like from talking about what goods and services you guys have. And here's the other thing, Mark. People assimilate with people they like. And like watching your wife make cold calls, that would be a fucking huge series. I'd watch the shit out of that. You don't necessarily need to be pitching. You don't need to be pitching. It could just be knowing your personality, because I'm going to say, if I can buy from 3 different glass guys, I'm buying from the one I like.
100%.
But if you don't see anybody on social media, you don't really get a preview of who you're dealing with. Like if you like my personality on social media, you will identify in 10 seconds of meeting me in person. You're going to go, oh my God, it's the same person I see on social media. And we're going right to business, and we're not talking about money. That changes the whole sale at this point, because the only reason people really start talking about money on the beginning side of a sale, they don't fucking know you. If they knew you, they'd understand the value that they're getting, which means they wouldn't be talking about. The only people that talk about price are the people that don't see value. And doing the social media starts to build that value very innocuously. That's why the statistics of someone 6 times more likely to buy from someone they like. Well, if they don't see you, how can you even give them a chance to like you?
Sure.
And so I think you got to make a concerted effort, even if it's a minute a day, or challenge yourself twice a week to doing it. I guarantee you'll see a massive impact. Massive.
No, we'll step it up, and maybe Brandon will give us some pointers on our. Yeah, we'll step it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'll show you how it's done, man. It's easy. No problem.
I want to do a job with you out in Montana. That sounds like fun. I got 2 that I already bid in that same Yellowstone club. So if I get it, I'm going to take you up on that.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's beautiful there.
Yeah.
I remember the first master bedroom I walked into, Brandon. It was 11,000 feet above sea level. When you look out this window in the master bedroom, you're looking down at the clouds.
Yep.
It was unbelievable.
Across from.
Did you want to pee into the clouds so you can pee on everybody?
It felt like you're in heaven.
Across from the club on the other mountain, Beehive Basin, they only have 2 months a year where they can build, and we smashed one out up there in the mud, just 2 feet of mud, because it's only you can't get up those dirt roads in the winter,
No. They say they have 2 seasons. It's winter and August.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and it's a different world, You get those like freezes. It's -20 or -30, and none of the lifts or anything want to work, but you get down.
All right, Mark. When we get off this podcast, if the phone rings, and you had an opportunity to wave a magic wand and pick whatever lead it's going to come in, what's your favorite thing what's your favorite thing to go measure and install? What's most satisfying to you?
The most satisfying is the butt-glazed curtain walls and the butt-glazed interiors. Yeah, you know it.
Both for commercial and residential, right?
100%. Interior, exterior, commercial, residential, you call us, we'll be there.
And so if anybody that's either remodeling or building from new has a set of plans and they have the inspiration of having all butt-glazed glass in their interior offices, either at home or in the office, they can just send plans to you. And if so, how can they do that?
You don't need plans. We can draw it up and help you out with that too, but send it to the email work@markprecisionglass.com and we'll take it from there.
You got a phone number?
406-589-1174.
And you're
Montana.
in Denver?
Say what?
Montana.
Yeah.
You're in Denver?
Absolutely.
Mile High?
Mile High. We get around though. Like Friday, we're going to Wyoming.
Whoa. How far is that?
It's a couple hours.
Oh my God. I could see it on your dashboard now. Follow me while I go from Denver to Wyoming for this job and then just time lapse it and then video what you're doing there. That'd be a banger.
Yeah, I thought about too. Brandon knows filming like going over I-70. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It is.
Damn.
Yeah, I stop and try to take pictures all the time of all the cool places I go to. And then like when something crazy happens on I-70, that's a fun video too. Film that, accident or traffic.
Yeah, it just kind of screws your day up. That 4-hour drive turns into an 8, 10. But
hopefully you guys price the job well enough.
The mountain people, they know they have to pay more.
Yeah, because you're spending a lot more time behind the windshield, right?
100%. And it really could be like a 2-hour drive turns into an 8 just because of
we do the same thing.
Accidents.
We don't have the travel, but we have high rises. So parking in a parking lot, loading up carts to get in a high rise, like signing in, it's a fucking nightmare. And so there's 100%. A premium I'm doing work and premium on you're buying time is what you're doing. You're paying more because it takes more time.
100%. Yeah. If you want me to go to the mall and check in and waste 3 hours before we even like go measure something, you got to pay for that.
You're going to pay. Somebody's going to pay.
Yeah.
I'm getting something. Something.
Especially at the Cherry Creek Mall. They don't even let you do anything until after hours.
100%. Yeah. Oh, so you're there at like
there's
11, just to check in.
Yeah, there's a differential there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so when we go to the mountains and we have to stay overnight, we typically have a trip charge. Do you use like a trip charge? And it essentially pays for like per diem for the guys and the windshield time and the hotel.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Yeah, and nobody seems to gawk at it. I mean, it is what it is. Like they know it.
And dude, in this day and age, like we all do it because that's cool and it's part of the job, but I don't want to live that way. I want to sleep in my own fucking bed. Like you're paying for my hotel room, but what you're really paying for is me not wanting to sleep. I'm willing to pay not to sleep in my own bed. I got to go sleep in one where I could get fucking bed bugs.
100%.
Yeah.
So Mark, I got to ask you a question. I ask everybody the same question. So 2 questions for the closer. What are your goals? Like, where do you want Precision to be in 5 years' time? Like, where do you see yourself being in 5 years' time?
I see us hopefully where Melious not doing the cold calls anymore and everything's just a well-oiled machine and we have a good, strong crew that can just do anything, anytime, anywhere.
Fair. And there's a lot of manufacturers out there, a lot of hardware companies. So out of all the vendors out there, like who is your favorite right now for ordering your hardware?
And why?
Andrew and Michelle and all of them, because one, when you call, they answer the phone, they have things in stock, but also sometimes you know, and I won't say any names, but you try and call someone and they won't even answer your call or give you the time of day. The people at FHC, they're there for you, and they're pleasant, and they're great, and there's nothing bad to say about them. Where the other companies, everyone's got something to say.
Yeah, there's no shortage of that. I know. That's what I love about FHC. You call, there's human beings answering the phone.
100%.
And if they don't have the answer for you, somebody that does will be calling you back. And you have access to people all the way up the chain. Andrew, Andrew's no small fry. He's a big player at FHC. You can call a cell phone and get him on the phone anytime you want. Barry Sutherland's another one. Chris Hedstead. If I wanted to call him on a cell phone right now, he'd take my call. Like that's saying something. There's got to be $1 billion company, right?
Right. And they give you the time of day, and they give you the respect. They don't act like they're better than you or you need them or
no.
And for real, Andrew made a post a few months back about he can get doors to Denver faster than people who are local, and he can. We just got doors in 2 or 3 weeks. Ask around how long it takes other people. 12, and maybe they built it wrong. They got to do another 12. That's really unacceptable. But yeah, FHC, they don't do it. They're in the business of glass and hardware and making people money and trying to be there, and it's working.
That's awesome.
Well, thank you very much for being on GlassGPT. I'll be hitting you up so you can school me on some storefronts, which I will definitely be getting from FHC when the time comes.
200T.
So other than that, man, that's a wrap. I appreciate you for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for you guys' time, and sorry my phone died there for a second.
No,
that's all right.
Well,
thank you.